Alright, this is day 2 of making our charity bear. Yesterday, as you remember, you cut out the parts for the front and the back. You also cut out the facial and tummy if you wanted to use that, and you hand stitched those on the front. We pinned the front and the back together, and now this is going to be our finish, what we're going to do. It's going to end up looking similar to this. So to get that done, yesterday I pinned the parts together, and we marked 2 dots along one of his legs. One dot was where we start, the other dot is where we end. And we're going to be practicing our sewing on a curve. So now we'll come over to our sewing machine. Oh. And we got to thread it. It's unthreaded. And it's all ready to go. Scissors.
Technical difficulties.
That's right.
Oh, and if you guys don't know, I'm recording. This is Twisted Wings Random. Check out my channel. Thank you.
Okay, here we are. We're ready, starting at one of the dots at the lower part of his leg. Now when you're sewing, we're keeping this at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So that means the edge of the presser foot is right on the edge of the outside of the fabric. You recall we start by back stitching and then we go forward. And we're just slowly going to sew along here. And I'm just turning the fabric. If you need to stop, as long as your needle's down, you can lift the presser foot up and reposition it. Take pins out as you come up to the pins. Again, you want to make sure the presser foot is always right on the edge. Otherwise, you're going to have a small bear. The bear will get too tiny if you don't. Okay, so now we're all the way to the end, and we're going to stop our sewing where we left that other dot that was the end, and we back stitch. Lift the needle so we're at the end, and you can use the cutter that's on your machine to cut the threads. Alright, so we started here. We'll snip our strings here when I'm done, and we went all the way around making curves, 1/4 inch seam allowance, and we ended and back stitched.